Hi, my name is Mark Csordos, and I'm the owner of the Washing Well Laundromat. And today I want to talk about rejection when being an entrepreneur. No matter how good of an entrepreneur you are, you're going to find that you face a lot of rejection. And if that's something that you can't handle, then maybe owning a business isn't right for you. So I want to give you 3 ways to handle rejection and then a tip at the end. And the first way to handle rejection is just to realize that it's all a numbers game. And it usually has absolutely nothing to do with you. So for example, what I will do is I will track the amount of calls I make, emails I send out, meetings that I have, whether it be face-to-face or on Zoom, and then try to figure out how much of each activity do I have to do to land one customer. Let's say I send out or I make a combined 50 emails and calls, and that lands me 5 meetings. If I get one customer out of those 5 meetings, that means I have to make roughly 50 calls or emails to land one customer. So if I want 2 customers, then I need to make roughly 100 calls and emails, go on 10 meetings to get 2 customers. How does this help me with dealing with rejection? Well, rejection is just a part of the process. So I know that if I go on 10 meetings, I'm not like, oh man, everybody's saying no to me. I got rejected like 8 times. I think of it as I'm doing exactly what I need to do. If I'm ahead of the game, I have 2 customers in those 5 meetings, well, that's great. If I've gone 6 meetings and I don't have a customer, all that tells me is I'm due. It's just like if you follow baseball, Aaron Judge. If he goes 0 for 20, it's not like he's never going to hit another home run in his life. He's going to hit plenty. He's just due because that's what the numbers say. Just realize it's a numbers game. The more people that you talk to, the more people that you get in front of, the more rejections you're going to have, but also the more yeses. So realize that the rejections are just baked into the process. Think of yourself as a castle surrounded by a moat. And the only way anything gets into the castle is if you lower the drawbridge and let it in. It's the same thing with rejection. If I sat in the car, if I sat in my bed and I thought like, oh my God, I'm no good. Why did they say no? I'm going to go crazy. And so would you. And neither one of us would last very long because I know the type of person I am. I know my value. I know how I am as a father, as a son, as a husband. If somebody says something bad to me in a meeting, I don't really take it to heart. Because one of the things that you'll find out is that most rejections have nothing to do with you. They really don't. They can't afford it. It's not the right time. They already have somebody doing something similar. They're just fishing for information. I mean, there's 1,000 different reasons. And it's extremely rare that it's you personally are why they rejected it. But what happens is a lot of people think, oh, they're rejecting me personally. They're rejecting the product, maybe the price, maybe the time is not right. So it has absolutely nothing to do with you. You could be the greatest salesperson on the planet. You might have just hit that company at the wrong time. I've also been in situations where I've done a lousy job selling and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm embarrassed. And they bought anyway because I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. So just realize that a lot of it has nothing to do with you. A third way to overcome objection is to have a pipeline. Okay, you want to have many things going at the same time. If you're waiting on just 1 or 2 people to call you back, those are long days. And it seems like that phone, today, I don't know how many people call, that email or that text doesn't come. You want to have a pipeline. I want to have a couple of meetings that I've gone on that I'm still waiting to hear an answer for, a couple of meetings I haven't gone on yet that we'll see how those go. So you want to have a pipeline so that if one person says no, big deal. I have 8 more people in the line. Just keep them coming, keep them coming, keep them coming. When you have a pipeline of 1 and they say no, then you're back to square one. And that's not a great place. And the tip that I would give you, what you do want to do is you want to learn from it. And sometimes, like I said, it doesn't, you could have been the best salesperson and they said no because of circumstances beyond your control, maybe even their control. But sometimes, you do make mistakes and you just want to reevaluate and see, okay, well, did I speak too much? Did I speak too fast? Did I not have all my ducks in a row before we had this meeting? What can I learn from this? Okay, that you can be a better salesperson the next time. So I just want you to realize that 1, it's a numbers game. 2, don't let it bother you. And really, it's not that hard to not let it bother you because they're not saying no to you. They're saying no to the product, the price, it's not right. They have a boss that won't say yes. Like I said, there's 1,000 different reasons that somebody can say no. And the third thing is to have that pipeline. Keep that line think of it like oil. Just have that oil flowing. If somebody says no, well, that's too bad. Let me look back. Can I learn from it? If I can, that's great. If I can't, that's fine also. And then let me go back onto the next person because that oil is just rushing through the pipe because I have a pipeline. Thank you very much for listening today. If you have any entrepreneur questions or laundromat questions, please let me know and I will try to make a video for that. If you liked today's video, please hit the like button and subscribe. It really does help the channel. I appreciate it.